up, everybody? Freak, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's hard to believe I get to be a part of all this.
Stand up, Jordy. If you get the fans a little show, too, you all know things get serious in the fourth quarter.
Oh, yeah, I'll be ready. Butterfly's long gone by then.
What makes you think you'll even be playing in the fourth quarter, Freak?
Okay. Just because I wasn't on the cover of 2K like the rest of y'all doesn't mean I can't get it done when it counts.
Man, you can't even get it done on the virtual court. I beat you without even trying last night.
Got you there.
You got lucky. Okay, I want a rematch.
Yo, I want in on this. I could take you or Jay.
Well, I got plenty of time to beat all of you. Steph, you want in on this too?
I'm in. Hope you know how to defend the long ball better than you do out here.
I'll take one after you guys are done. Might as well make me the championship game.
Ha! Okay, consider it done. It's gonna be easiest night of my life. But now it's time to start the real show with the league's newest star at center stage. Good luck tonight, fellas.
A special day for basketball fans across the world. The All-Star Game. We'll have the greatest athletes in the world playing the greatest game in the world. We're happy to bring it to you right here on 2K Sports. Along with Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will.
Star game, then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, and that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
Here's Anthony, and there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line. They get Stephen Curry. The East All-Stars shooting their first free throws of the game right now. That free throw good from Anthony. So he gets them both. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Lowry against Curry. That one's in, his first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an All-Star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Anthony against Griffin. It's Anthony with the drive. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. The East All-Stars have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both. That free throw good from Anthony.
What a great game for Anthony in this already with 8 points, and he's added a steal to his stat line also.
You know what? The number is not huge, but he has been doing some valuable defensive work for them.
Here's what the East is going with right now. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for George. DeRozan comes in for Kyrie Irving. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Kyle Lowry.
I tell you, he has some impressive moves in his repertoire. That's as good as it gets, but just one of many.
Here's Thomas. The wide open look here for DeRozan. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. DeRozan's got his first basket of the night. Bledsoe kicks to Freak. Pass to Aldridge. Baseline try. Carmelo Anthony grabs the ball. And here are the East All-Stars, leading by 5. The drive by James Thomas. Lays it up and banks it in.
They're doing a lot of spectating there on D. But hey, it's the All-Star game.
Now let's send it down to Doris Burke, who was able to talk with head coach Tyronn Lue.
Coach and I talked, and he definitely wasn't concerned with the game's outcome. He said the only things I'm worried about in this game are making sure everyone gets enough time on the floor and nobody gets hurt. We'll keep our fingers crossed, guys.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Rocket 2, and Towns the bucket on the assist by Freak. Towns has got his first point of the game. DeRozan in the corner. Lets the 3 fly. LaMarcus Aldridge grabs the miss. 1:10 left in the first quarter of the game. To the wing right side. Now here's Freak. DeRozan defending. Gay outside. Here's Freak. Great touch on the 16-footer. Freak's got his second basket.
In the first half of his season, boy, how special has it been? He has been on a rampage.
Yeah, and he's got tremendous talent, and when he's fully healthy and engaged, I mean, he's really impossible to stop. That's what we've been seeing this year from him.
Well, let's say the defense being played here tonight might be a bit on the soft side from both teams.
Well, I know you're not surprised, are you? I mean, fast and loose is the way this game should be played.
Now the feed to Gay. And Bledsoe has a shot of the night for him, missing. He's with the ball. It's a 5-point game. LeBron James on the wing. He's covered by Gay. On the wing, James. Drills the baseline jumper. James has got his second basket of the night.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. East.
On your face for no good reason at all. We're in a bad place.
And we welcome you back to the NBA All-Star Game as we get set to begin the second quarter.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
They've got Paul George. Horford is out there with Paul Millsap. Then there's Lowry. And it's Irving at the shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for the East All-Stars.
And, you know, the officials not giving their whistles much of a workout here tonight. Very few fouls being called.
And most of that, Greg, is because they're not playing full-force defense. I mean, you're never going to see as much contact around the bucket in this game as you would ordinarily. Boy, just a lovely dish by Griffin.
And it's George finishing it off.
Tell you what, he can do a lot more damage to that rim than that when he wants to.
And you know, Clark, with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Me too.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm glad he didn't, because otherwise we'd probably have a 45-minute delay here if he shattered the backboard.
Freak's gone 4 of 5 shooting from the field. And stolen by Freak. And here we go. Fast break. Freak's got it. Deft touch on the alley-oop.
Oh, the alley-oop connection. That's all-star play at its best.
Every play, just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. George dishes to Horford. Pass to Lowry. To the middle. Here's Millsap. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
Yeah, but in this case, I think he got it right. I mean, the defender was still moving there and never really had good legal guarding position. He wasn't set.
Here's Freak. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 in the game. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Lowry passes to Millsap. Kicks it to Irving. From the line. The putback and the dunk by Horford.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them take this lead. I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
And a wide open look for Irving. Here's Millsap. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Millsap's got 4 this quarter.
Well, it's obvious. The difference in this quarter has been their dominance on the offensive board.
Yeah, plenty of second chance points. Also keeps the opponent out of transition, not resting on their lead, staying active. And really the scoring this quarter has been just off the charts, doing all he can to bring them back.
The drive by Lowry. Cannot hit. Now the West All-Stars the other way. Freak kicks to Davis. And Irving pulls it down.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second. That's all it took.
Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put the hammer down.
Well, we've been waiting for one of these teams, Greg, to pull away. Maybe that'll be a springboard for them.
Could be. A dunk like that coming off a great defensive play has to build some momentum.
And the East All-Stars with some changes. Andre Drummond's checked in for Horford. And Paul Gasol subbed in for Paul Millsap. And West also making a switch. Curry's checked in.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
The pass to Griffin. He dishes it to Freak. Shot's good. Griffin making the play. Now just a 1-point East All-Star lead. Lowry kicks to Irving. Shoots from 12. And that one's good. Irving's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He can be a matchup nightmare if he can get it in the paint.
Curry dishes to Freak. He kicks it to Leonard. To the paint. Here's Freak. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
Gasol, a screen on Leonard. George, double team. Here's Drummond. That one rolling around and rims out. Freak passes to Leonard. Freak with it, guarded now by Irving. And that one's good. Freak.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Left side Irving. With nobody on him, he buries the jumper. Irving's got 8 points.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
And the East All-Stars with checked in for George. DeRozan comes in for Irving. And it's Isaiah Thomas in for Kyle Lowry. Then for the West All-Stars, Towns, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Aldridge comes in for Blake Griffin. And Rudy Gay is subbed in for Davis. 3-on-3. At the elbow, it's Gasol. It's rebounded by the West.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
No doubt that is within his range.
Well, I would hope so. He's a pro, and it was only a 1-footer. Come on now.
Double team on Thomas. LeBron kicks to DeRozan. And Curry pulls it down. And Drummond throws it down.
And what a gutty play. I mean, muscles his way to the rebound and then just pounds it home for the putback.
Well said, G.A. The battle on the boards, Clark, could go a long way toward deciding this game.
You know, and if that play is any indication, that's a battle they're willing to put every ounce of their energy into winning.
Carmelo Anthony is checked in for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Pau Gasol.
We're seeing today what makes him one of the best free throw shooters among the league's big men. Beautiful stroke.
Outside Thomas. Good. Thomas got it all tied up now for the East All-Stars.
I know we never see a lot of defense in these games, but tonight we're not seeing any.
Simply call it a free-for-all. I mean, you want the guys to have fun out there, but it would be nice to see some effort put into the defensive end of the floor.
Aldridge against James. Wants to get it to DeRozan and does. And the shot is good. DeRozan's got 6 points.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint. That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
James, that's tipped. And we're through the first half of basketball. And welcome back to the second half of the NBA All-Star Game. Always an exciting night of basketball.
Yeah, and I'm looking for the temperature to start to rise here a little bit in this segment.
Comes in for Anthony. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for LeBron. The West also making some changes. Freak comes in for Damian Lillard. And it's Russell in for Steph Curry. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Freak, Kawhi Leonard. And there's Davis, and it's Russell in at the point. The East All-Stars have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one. Here is Russell. Here's Griffin. Marvelous lead pass, and he throws it down.
Sound offensively, really no other way to put it here in the second half.
There's really no comparison between the teams in terms of the way they both shot the ball since the break.
Now here's Freak. Millsap covering. Freak kicks to Davis. Picked by Griffin. Freak with it. Millsap on him. Millsap with the steal. Griffin with the steal. Russell dishes to Freak, and he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Thomas checked in for the East. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Harden's checked in. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Thomas kicks to Monroe. Shot clock at 5. Irving for 3. No good. Now the West All-Stars the other way.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics. At least. As I look at it, he is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the chart.
Thomas kicks to Millsap. 1:53 left in the third quarter of the game. Drummond, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Good, just like soup. A little more ferocious, though.
Okay, Clark approves, everybody.
Yeah, but that's how you finish strong. Young fellas wearing the rim out.
That's their third straight make-off and assist.
Great ball movement.
And Clark, they're going to have to make a pretty big comeback here.
Yeah, I think so, but I don't think the clock is a factor right now, at least not yet. I mean, they don't need to change their pace of play. Keep attacking.
I'm not really sure. I think it's be a mistake to let the shot clock get under 10 seconds from here on out.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
A big group substitution here for the East. Al Horford, he's checked in for Drummond. Gasol comes in for Monroe. And Antetokounmpo's checked in for Paul Millsap. And it's DeRozan in for Kyrie Irving. The West also making some changes. LaMarcus Aldridge is checked in for Leonard. Gay comes in for Davis. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Russell. And he gets it to go. Gasol's got his first bucket of the night.
And that's got to happen if they want to have a chance to turn this thing around. I mean, he needs to just take the game over. I mean, it seems like he's been hesitant to pull the trigger. This is a nice third quarter surge here. They've got it going right now.
And a perfect time to get hot, just as we get into the meat of the second half here.
Gasol, a screen on Harden. Picked by Horford. Antetokounmpo kicks to DeRozan. Offline with his 3.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
You know, usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks. But that's not the case here.
Well, it's about rhythm, and they put this run together on the strength of their mid-range jump shot. They might as well be layups with the way they're shooting. And the rebounding has been key to their success here tonight.
It has been a lopsided battle on the boards, no doubt.
Well, there's hot guys, and then there's really hot. They just can't miss.
You know, Greg, sometimes you'll see an individual guy go on a shooting tear like this, but the whole squad, wow.
Here's Anthony to the middle. Can they get it? And DeMar DeRozan the bucket on the assist by Anthony. 8 points for DeMar DeRozan.
Excellent work offensively to get that shot attempt into a can't-miss area.
We've been having a great time here. We hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you know, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
There is not another show in sports quite like the NBA All-Star Game, is there?
Lowry out there with DeRozan. Then it's Paul George. Then it's LeBron James. And it's Anthony in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 out there for the East All-Stars.
And not as many turnovers as we often get in this game. So good to see both teams taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, surprisingly, very well controlled for the most part. Sometimes things get a little wild out there, but not so here.
Curry passes to Freak beyond the arc. Good, and Curry gets the assist. And that's now 38 points for Freak.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Back to Curry. Soft touch off the glass.
And he could be the guy to put this game out of reach.
And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. LeBron with a screen on Curry. And it's denied. But they recover it. Outside DeRozan. Anthony sets the pick for DeRozan. The second chance effort. Anthony's shot is off.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for the job they've done on the backboard.
They've done a lot of things well today, but really it's about what they've done on the backboard that's at the top of that list.
And we'll get a look at how the hustle starts.
Contested shots and block shots. They're bread and butter defensively. They're giving up no easy looks.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Well, over that last break, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what Billy Donovan said to the team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Blake Griffin. Coach those guys that he is the centerpiece of their offense, and he's the one they want with the most freedom to operate. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thanks, Doris. Here's the dish to Freak. And fouled as he went up to the dunk. Good aggressive move, and he'll shoot two. That one's on Anthony.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one for Freak. He's got 41 points, and he's drained 3 3-point bombs so far.
Don't stop. Don't hesitate. Keep firing from out there when the shot's falling like this.
Catching up on the changes for the East. Monroe's checked in for Anthony. Saul comes in for George. And Paul Millsap is subbed in for James. Then for the West All-Stars, Brandon Knight comes in for Blake Griffin. And it's Russell in for Curry. Irving kicks to Millsap. Screen by Monroe. 6 to shoot. On the wing, Irving. To halt the run. Cannot hit. Nice D from Freak.
Oof, rough shooting night tonight, but you can't fault him for the effort.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Back to Leonard. Millsap with the steal. Irving kicks to Gasol. Leonard against Millsap. Feeds it to Lowry. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The jump hook. And it's Freak with the rebound.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now. The D has gotten a little lax defending the three-point shot at that end.
3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have come from beyond.
Dishes it to Monroe. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got 6 assists in the game.
Oh, tough play. Boy, did he have to fight to get that one to the rim.
Passes to Freak. He feeds it to Davis. Outside, Russell. Knight dishes to Leonard. Here's Freak. Drops in the layup for 2. Freak's got 48.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
The drive by Lowry. 13 feet away. And the rebound goes to the West All-Stars. Leonard's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Knight passes to Leonard. Poked loose. Gasol with the steal. .132 left in the fourth quarter. Irving from long range. And it's Anthony Davis with the rebound. Davis has got 5 rebounds tonight.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Here's Gasol, and lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. That one on Davis.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
A big group substitution here for the East. Al Horford is checked in for Monroe. Giannis Antetokounmpo comes in for Paul Millsap. DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Irving. And Thomas subbed in for Kyle Lowry. The West also making some changes. Towns, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Aldridge comes in for Anthony Davis. And it's Harden in for Russell. On the wing, DeRozan. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And the West All-Stars have possession. Pass to Towns. And a wide open look for Freak. Drops in the tray. Freak's got 51.
Man, this fourth quarter has been tremendous. They have been exceptional. From deep.
Yeah, a bunch of their points coming from long range here. A major barrage.
Here's Gasol. Misses off the right iron. Here's West now. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Now, Freak. Tries it from 9. No good.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
So no problem for the West All-Stars as they get the win.
And it's impossible to know what's going to happen in these games. The talent on both sides is always so strong.
The 2K Sports post-game show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star. And that'll do it for this year's All-Star Game. Some splendid talent on display tonight. For Shaquille O'Neal and for Kenny the Jet Smith and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again to start up the NBA's second half of the season.
Said we talk too much, so they ran up the time and thought them dudes the trust. I don't know what the they foul just like us. I'm from where the beef is inevitable. Summertime's up.
Only 2 teams made it through to the final. Here's the story of how it all went stopped responding